The most powerful advice I could give somebody is to get close to God. I think that's like the ultimate thing you should do. Well, my name is Jacob. I am 21 years old and I am from Queens, New York. It happened when I was very young. Um, I was probably like 9, 10 years old. And I've always liked art. So little by little, I was always into drawing. I was always into origami. And then little by little, I also started really loving haircuts. I remember at the time, a haircut was around $12 to $15, and I was paying 40. And I remember everyone used to tell me, "Why are you spending so much money for a haircut?" And I just really fell in love with the art that came with having a great haircut. And not only that, but every time I would go to the barber shop as a 10, 12, 13 year old, I would just see the vibe in the barber shop. And every time I would go to the barber shop, it was always laughing, it was always joking, and the barbers were always happy. So I was like, you know what? As I got older, I started realizing that maybe I could take this serious and start making some good money. So then little by little, I started, practicing my craft, and then I started the business. I feel like, in the name, being an entrepreneur is basically starting a business from scratch. So I feel like one of the hardest things to do as an entrepreneur slash business owner is to be able to pitch your idea to people and make them believe in your vision. I feel like, especially when you don't have nothing and all you have is a vision, it's very, very hard to make people believe in that and to invest into your vision. Especially when, you know, you come from a home that is from Hispanics and they have their own way of thinking. They think that college is the only way to a successful future. But nowadays, especially with this new generation, especially me being 21 years old, there's definitely different ways of becoming successful in this world. So pitching the idea brought a lot of problems within family, and it also caused a lot of division. It caused me to be by myself and kind of take this vision up, and just kind of only believing in myself. uh, Once I got into the business and I was a barber, then new problems arrived. Now the problem wasn't for people to invest into my vision because people were seeing that I was actually making it happen. But one of the hardest things was to get the clients. That was another obstacle that I had to go and face. Especially being in New York, there's thousands and thousands of barbers. So one way that I actually realized that people were willing to invest into me was by tying my business to a purpose. And people actually weren't even coming for just a haircut, but they were interested in my story behind why I was doing the barbering. And then people decided to invest into me. How? By getting a haircut. I feel like one of the main things to get over struggles, especially in business, because business is a very hard mind game. One of the things that you need to have to become, well, in my opinion, a successful entrepreneur is having faith in yourself, being confident that the vision that God gave you will come true because He will put everything that you need, all the resources, all the people, all the money that you need to make that business successful. But all you need to have to do that is have faith that whatever happens, whether the business fails or whether the right partner didn't come with you, or you're not getting certain clients, or your business is not running the way you want it to run. Maybe it's because God has other ways or other paths He wants to take you to make your business go to levels that not even you thought could go. Yes, absolutely. So when I was just turning 18 years old, uh, there was some conflict between my family and I got kicked out. It caused me to be living in the car at the time for about 5 months. And that's when I really felt that I hit rock bottom. Uh, Hitting rock bottom, sometimes a lot of people see it as bad, but I feel like that was one of my greatest strengths because once I realized that I was rock bottom, I realized that there was nothing else that could hold me back from wanting to become that millionaire that I know I'm going to become. So once I was living in my car, I realized that there's nothing else to lose. I'm basically literally in the lowest of the low. If not, I could have probably been homeless, literally, if I didn't have a car. So by me living in the car showed me that I should just go and invest into myself, be confident. And it got to a point where I realized that my weakness to people was actually my greatest strength. So it ties back to what I did to become successful, which is, I think, one of the biggest things uh, is to get close to God, because God will literally give you the blueprint, He'll give you the vision, and He'll give you the resources that you need to do whatever it is that you're gonna do with your business. When I brought God into my business, it detached me from a lot of anxiety from my business, because even if my business wasn't going right, or like I said, the clients weren't coming, or any other reason, I was patient and I was very calm, because I knew that everything that God had for me was going to be completed, and it's only at His time. The most powerful advice I could give somebody is to get close to God. I think that's like the ultimate thing you should do. So yeah, guys, this is Jacob, aka Jab the Barber, and I hope you guys loved this video and you guys learned something. And if you guys are watching this video, this is probably a sign to start your business. Don't be scared, be confident, and trust God with your vision. Peace.